Alrighty, welcome back. My apologies, everybody. Welcome to the BNR Racing Network. As these Xfinity Series heads into COTA, Texas, that wonderful Texas for sure. A lot of lefts, a lot of right turns. Yeah, a lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of left, a lot of rights. A lot of winding roads, a lot of tricky ones. But that wonderful nothing Texas. To list here. It's gonna be a good race, that's for sure. So let's see what these Xfinity guys have, and hopefully I can provide you a great show. So, you see Jacob Carter, he's very good at road courses here tonight. Jacob Carter, Sammy Archibald, Matthew Huntsaker, Dave Berry, Mr. Consistent, I would call Dave, Jaden Sanchez, Phillip. So, some newbies here. We got a couple of rookies in the field, but that is alright. A lot of learning experience for this Saturday when the Cup Series, BNR Cup Series, comes here on Saturday night. That will be on 105 Studios on YouTube. Make sure you give him a like, share, or follow, and help him out, share him the love. But as you see here, as these guys all finesse and pilot around, so around COTA. Me personally, I am not a big fan of it, that's for sure. But I tolerate it enough to drive it. That's for sure. And that's my favorite word, for sure. A lot of these guys I am new to, like Jackson Lomax, Chris Schaefer. Nothing Schaefer's been here before. Like Berger. So. Qualifying is 10 minutes. So, I still got another 4 minutes to go. So, Jaden Sanchez with a 2:21.43. Problem is, can anybody beat that time? Oh, Schaefer. Hammered it a little bit too hard off the turn. Dave Berry with a 2:20.12. I'm guessing Jacob Carter is just going to park it there. You see Matthew Huntsaker now. Oh. That's one thing I say. Do not hit them turtles. Never good. Phillip Bridgman to the top. See that Jason Adams made it here. So good to see Jason. Cover a little information here. So you see here we got the COTA in the wonderful city of Austin, Texas. The Grand Prix, a Circuit of Americas. 3.3 mile track. Current track temp is 96 degrees. The weather outside is 66 degrees, 35% humidity, is partly cloudy with a 4-mile-per-hour wind. You ain't got to worry about that. That wind's going to play no factor, at least that I know of. 75% fuel, 4 sets of tires, and 1 quick fix. So, and this is sponsored by where is my thing here? There you go. Right there. BNR Trucking LLC, Racing for Time. So this is our ATS logo. We have a BNR team on ATS. Come out, join the team if you want to relax and have some fun. And also BNR Cup Series. We always sponsor those guys over there on Saturday nights and Tuesday nights in the Truck Series. So they got 23 laps tonight. This will probably go quick. Might not. We'll see. All depends. But you see Tyler Myers out here on his lap. So as you see there, cutting the track. Oh, Turtles. Well, he knew he done did messed up, so that'll be that. Unfortunately, I don't know where my other partner is. I do believe that he's probably napping, so he'll probably be here a little bit later. So that'll be besides the point there. But Dave Barry is more than likely going to start on the pole. So congrats to Dave Barry. It's just 8 of these guys probably qualified out of 18. So that's a good amount. I love to see the fields and that amount. So 18 drivers. Like I said, I'll try to bring you the close-up action of every battle on this tricky track here tonight. So give you guys a little map there. So give you guys a little inside scoop here. Come on out, cheer your favorite drivers on, share the video, like it, help us out with likes and thumbs up and just everything. We're striving, we're doing this as a team, trying to get the name out there. We do our best every week. Me and Will do, we try at least, so. Well, qualifying will conclude here, I do believe, so. Yes, that will do qualifying here tonight. So, as we see here, we'll go over the starting grid. So P1 will be Dave Barry. P2 will be Jaden Sanchez. P3 will be Samuel Archibald. P4 will be Philip Bridgman. P5 will be Chris Campbell. P6 will be Chris Berger. P7 will be Chris Schaefer. P8 will be Math Montalban. P9 will be Mark Berry. P10 will be Joe Stite. P11 will be Jason Adams. P12 will be Josh Small. P13 will be Jackson Lomax. P14 be Jacob Carter. P15 will be Randy Koken. P16 will be Tyler Myers. P17 will be Aaron Bradford. P18 will be Matthew Huntsaker. So 18 drivers here tonight. As they get ready to pace around here. I heard very loose cars. So we'll watch and see as they come into. Good evening, Diamond. Thank you for coming out tonight. I'm doing quite well, thank you. Um, these boys are taking on COTA, the extreme hard track for some of these guys. So, but thank you very much for checking in. But I am doing quite well, and hopefully you're doing quite well yourself. Oh, got a little refresh there. All right, there you go. Hopefully you're doing quite well yourself, and you come out and enjoy the show tonight. I know you cheer on Philip Bridgman. Bridgman is starting currently P3. So, best of luck to Philip tonight. But it's going to come down to, I do believe, Dave Barry and Jaden Sanchez. Unless Philip can squeeze in maybe maybe a win. That'll be awesome for Phil. But a lot of competition throughout here, so. So as we get ready to watch them come through, as you see, the pace car is in. And as we watch this view from here, and the green flag is out here tonight. Green flag all the way out. So Dave Barry will lead them into turns 1. Side by side with Jaden. As you see there, they are all slipping and sliding already. As they come through the tricky S's here. As you see, Mark Barry loses her already. Very unfortunate for Mark. We'll get her going. Oh, you see the 20 loops are around there of math. You're going to see a lot of that tonight for sure. Slipping and sliding. Oh, I see my partner made it. Will, good evening, Will. Help you out here. Oh, and Joe Stipe just loops her around there. Oh, bad spot to sit there. I, oh, yeah. Well, I see Tyler's without a hood. Like I said, Philip qualified good. P4, still sitting P4. Oh, as Schaefer goes off track there, and Matthew locks the brakes up. As Josh loops her in the back. Jeez. So, Will, I got a lot of reports. Very loose cars. Very loose. Very loose. Lack of grip. Until the tires get heated, so. Oh, Barry had to slip up, had to yield that position back. Well, that might hurt him, but Barry has a long run car. So he was running a lot faster times in a long run compared to Jaden and Archibald. So a lot of these guys are just pacing, will get their points. So, but like I said, I agree with you. Oh yeah, a lot. Oh. Oh, just like that, as Bradford goes around. It was running quite well for Brad. A little slip up, like I said, the cold tires. That's going to happen. Get your points, continue to move on. So, oh, just like that, around he goes again. This track is tricky for some, it is. Oh, as Myers likes to send it right there, and oof. Well, that's the other thing. You want to take the inside, but the guys on the outside don't really have a great view of where that other car is on the inside. So I see Myers is driving around without no hood there. So yeah. Um. Uh, there's the biggin. Almost, just about. Very slick on these tires. But it's good to see these guys are trying to do everything they can. Carter, too. Carter's very good at COTA. So expect to see him up there, too. As Phillip gets slipped up there. As Dave Barry's looking to pass Phillip Bridgman for the P3. Also while being under attack from Jacob Carter. You see there, Phillip makes that wide arc into there. Keeps P3 at the time. Oh, you see there as Barry gets a little slippy there. A lot of these guys are sending in. Will was talking, but he's not talking now. That'll probably be the 36 of Berger. That could be turn 9. Hey, I don't like this. Why isn't my track map? Oh, phooey. That's alright. Normally have you see this little scuffle here, Will? This is just everybody checking up for the one car in front, which that's what it does. Everybody is on different paces of road course. A lot like them. Some don't. So, yeah, internet hasn't been the best today, so I'm doing everything I can to maintain everything at this time, so internet hasn't liked me today. Oh, as Randy goes around, middle of the track, there you go, spinning around there. Lock her down, lock her down. There we go. Now it's back. That might help you with that little track map. But you see here, the 23 is to the back of Montable. I'm sure I'm butchering that one big time, but after his slip up, moves up to P7. Will Jason Adams just bought the track P10. So Oh, very slick, very slick. That's for sure, Will. Jacob Carter, P3, got by Dave Barry. You see Philip Bridgman must have had a little slip up there. Um, oh, just like that, them turtles can be brutal. You want to ease off them turtles. You do not want to hit those, Will. You know how brutal those can be, especially to a next-gen car with as flat as the bottoms are. As you see these two back here, just pacing. Josh Small, Aaron Bradford. Bradford just bought the track today, so this is his first time turning any types of laps here. So, this will help him out. But, well, I think the next gen car is a lot more sturdier. As you see there, Jacob Carter just that back end of the car just wants to slide. Will it just doesn't want to stay planted to the track. So, you see Joe Stipe there. Getting a little slippy there. Same thing with the 23. Just like that. Oh, as Josh goes around there. Tell him. I think it'll probably happen. When? Don't know. Oh, something happened to Archibald. Sammy Archibald there. P4. Yeah. As you see, Campbell. Oh, there goes Jacob. Yeah, there goes Dave. But Dave is slowly. It fluctuates. Yeah. And there's that modified as we were talking about. Who's the 96? Oh, that's Lomax. For some reason, I thought that was Berger. Oh yeah. Lomax trying to get by Tyler Myers. Tyler Myers running a steady pace. Uh, yeah, I think so. I did think they said they do have to pit once or maybe twice, depends. I think once. I see Schaefer there with Joe Stipe. That is for. Yep, that was a lot of their issues in practice earlier, so. And that's what, like, we were telling them. You just can't full send with these cars. Well, you can, but it ain't gonna. It ain't gonna work out too good, that's for sure. You gotta let the tires build up and just be patient with the car and just let it let the car do its thing. But unfortunately, they can't drive the track like they do in real life with going a couple of tires off on the off track because they do get hit with off tracks. So that's the one times or whatever. So that's and I think that's what a lot of them try to do. Like right there, I'm sure he got a one time. So unfortunately, our racing has yet to fix that. So they expect them to stay on that gray part of the tracks. So every turn, which is either sometimes good or sometimes bad, just really all depends. So. Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big fan of seeing, for the most part, like you see at Watkins Glen in NASCAR or other road courses where they take advantage of all the runoff and don't get penalized for it. I think it's pretty atrocious and just downright just not racing because you're using more of the track than you should. So that's just the racing purist in me talking, I suppose.
Which is never bad. But anyway. Yes. No, that was Schaefer. If it was a 23, that was Schaefer. Yeah. Bradford. Mm-hmm. So you got Matthew Hunsaker in the pits now. Do not know if it's scheduled. I do believe you said with 15 to go, possibly yes. So, and unfortunately, they did hit 15 to go. So, at least on my end. But Matthew is in. Um, Lomax is 1 lap down. I guess he probably came in to fix a little bit. So, hopefully, he can get his lap back if whenever the leaders pit. But for a 3.3 mile track, well, that's a long ways around. For sure. You can't hear yourself? Oh, damn. We can't hear nothing. Huh. I'm glad you said something. Audio. Ah. Oh, it's not connected. There you go. How about now? I think we should be good now.
Well, Campbell had a problem there, and then Mark Berry comes in through that blind corner, kind of hits him. Yeah, I believe we're good. Tyler Myers had a problem in the triple right-hander going through the stadium section.
So, Diamond, that is my bad. You are correct. But now we got Will back, so that's probably why we probably had no sound the whole time. My bad. It's probably just me talking.
I believe it was. But it's okay. No one, really matters what I really say anyway, so it's okay.
Oh, 6. Is that Myers? Adam Mize. Nine, Mark Berry, Tyler Myers. So Dayberry gets closer and starts to shimmy away from Jaden. Then he starts to get a little bit closer. So I don't know where Dave is a little bit weaker at compared to Jaden. But Jaden did put hours and hours and hours of practice in today. So him and Sammy. So. Oh.
Well, that's the best thing to do when you're not familiar with the track. Even if you are familiar with the track, it's always good to get an extra few laps of practice in. So.
That's the worst part about the road courses. There's really no caution, so it's just all go, go, go. Which tends to be a little better for these guys at times.
I mean, you could probably manually throw cautions, but...
Yeah. So the only time really, at the only tracks that was decided on would probably Watkins Glen and the Roval. Because the Roval, when you go into turn 1, there's always a blockage there.
Oh well.
Yeah.
If you don't throw cautions for them any other time, why substitute them for those tracks? Oh well.
A lot more narrower.
Oh well.
Pace.
Get over it. Get involved with it. Come on now. Plow through the wreck. Become one with the wreck at that point. Like I said, why substitute it for one place here or there, wherever, if you don't do it anywhere else?
I guess it makes a good point.
It's pretty valid. Just like, NASCAR changing their damaged vehicle policy clock or whatever the heck they want to call it, from going into Atlanta, they're like, hey, we extended it by like 3 minutes. Yay, look at us. We're changing our rules all the time. So they're probably the best racing series as far as you never know from the start of the season to the end of the season what rules they're going to change or adjust from the start to the end. Most racing series, at the beginning of the year, you get these sanctioning rule books, and it's like, okay, well, we know what to do for the whole season, and then you get the new one at the start of the next season, and so on. But NASCAR, they're all the time adjusting and critiquing and doing new stuff. You can kind of see in that shot there on the straightaway, on the back straightaway, following Mark Berry there, before he braked for what I believe is turn 11, just how the elevation change that you kind of come down the hill, then slightly up the hill, then you're on a good flat for a short piece before you hit the braking zone. This has all sorts of man-made hill climbs and descends, especially like going uphill into turn 1, then back down out of turn 1. So, yes, pit road, pretty busy. Like I said, about 12 to go, if not a little bit before. I was thinking 8 to go, but that was a bit too drastic. But so about 14 to 12 laps to go, everybody started to come down and pit for the most part that needed to make it to the end. We'll probably see Sanchez, Berry, and Archibald and Carter go maybe to either 10 or 8 to go, somewhere in that proximity. They'll try to go a little bit longer.
They'll try every ounce that they can to milk it, save. As I said, who's that? Is that Josh? Yes, that is Josh. Josh is in pits. So, all these 3 abbreviations. Archibald now. With a level to go. I think Jacob.
Well, if I can harken back to what I said earlier, I don't really think anybody's going to touch Jaden at all as far as wrecking him on purpose. He's kind of your little, I don't want to say golden child, but, he's kind of everybody's favorite for the most part, so he's kind of looked upon. So I guess it's only the ones that are fast that you don't like for the most part, Brian, that everybody takes jabs at.
That's another topic that I ain't getting in. Anywho, besides the point, Barry here in the 9, pacing himself after the mishap earlier on. Carter out P3, Sammy P4, Phillip P5, Barry P6, Myers P7, Campbell, great rebound for him, P8. Oh, excuse me. Jason Adams P9, Bradford, great rebound, P10. I see Jason Pitts.
Yeah, I kind of wish.
Okay.
I was just going to say, kind of wish we knew what happened to Tyler on the initial start to where he did get that damage. I think he got it repaired since he went into the pits. But, yeah, decent top 10 run for him at the moment after having a lot of mistakes up and down race for the most part. Mark Berry, the same situation with him. He had a couple of mistakes, and
that was that lap 2, right?
So
Tyler and Mark. Josh, Bradford, Randy, Mark, Tyler, Mark.
Okay, so he hasn't repaired it yet. I thought it on the long pan shot behind, far away. I guess the scoreboard there was kind of blocking the car a little bit for Tyler. I thought it looked like he had repaired it, but my apologies.
It's alright.
Yeah, just for the most part, not really. Some drivers not letting the car roll through the corner, like I talked about earlier. It seems like they kind of antsy about getting back to the throttle, which, you really want to try to get back to the throttle as quick as possible, but you also want to just be easy at the same time while you're racing on a road course, particularly. Whenever you feel like you're going to have the better traction or the best grip as possible.
and also straight as possible coming through these corners. I would say for the most part, every turn around here is very, very tricky.
Now Tyler fixed his car. Oh, there's Jaden in the pits. Barry stayed out. Barry's going to go around again. Slipping and sliding. There's Jaden. Okay, back there. 20 seconds back. Well, Carter's 49. Yeah. Up to 9 place a lap down. Just realized that. 9 laps to go. Trying to think if Dave's going to try to stay out. I don't think he's got enough, though. He can't do it, that's for sure. Jaden 19 seconds back. Carter third. Sammy Archibald fourth. Phillip seventh. Dayberry's still continuing. Oh no, right as I said it, he's coming in the pits. Waiting and flinging in that turn over Jaden. 2 teammates there. As Jaden passes Barry, he will retake the lead back.
Too bad Caleb Sellner wasn't in tonight's race.
Yeah, he had work to do, and he'll be there Saturday. He likes COTA.
I really enjoyed seeing him whip around here in the Truck Series a few weeks ago, so
yeah, he'll be there for
that was a sight to see for sure.
Oh, Sammy's back in the pits. But Jaden retakes the lead back. Dayberry, Jacob Carter, to Phillip get by Archibald. Smite. And then the other Barry, Mark.
How many laps to go?
8.
I'm going to assume that the stream is like a lap and a half behind, maybe?
Yes.
And that's way more behind than usual. But like you said, you've been dealing with some internet problems, so that tends to happen when dealing with that, so just trying to get a rough guesstimate or a rough comparison, to see where I was compared to live time,
Yeah, Bruce. That's what I've been looking at, but yeah, at least a lap and a half behind.
Jaden really, for the most part, taking it quite easy, very smooth in and out of all these corners. That's really what you need to do here. Got to be very smooth and cautious, but at the same time, hit your marks, braking points, get back into the throttle when you exactly need to instead of when you want to.
That is true. Throttle control, fresh tires, but also with 75% fuel, the cars are a lot lighter. So, not as heavy as they would want to be. Seven laps, TG. So, I think Barry is on a lap or two fresher tires than Sanchez, but I don't think it's enough to run him back down. So, Carter's about 28 seconds behind Sanchez, so that's going to settle for that spot. Phillip is a whole second behind. Oof. Mark Barry. He had it rough. He really don't like COTA. I'm surprised Tyler survived it. P6. It is. Let me come back here. There you go. Dang it. Really focus on that. A few more crashed out. Jason, Josh, Joe. See that Phillips teammate there in the 24. Hanging on, P8. Doing pretty well. But A. Barry looking to flinger around there. Jason Adams, P8 at the time, looking to run down Campbell in P7.
Looks like maybe only 5 cars might finish on the lead lap here this evening.
As we talked about Tyler, and he does that.
Well, he just got that quick fix a few laps back, so trying to make the most of it, gain some ground, but doesn't look like too much ground will be made. Any ground that he did make up will most certainly be lost there. At this point, it's just trying to get to the finish.
Yep. As Campbell car went around, stepped on by him, so now Campbell will fall to P9. Oh, Lomax. What a vicious hit by him. I do believe that's going to do it for old Lomax there.
I had a problem under braking, probably some wheel hop going into that turn 11 area, and looks like the car just snapped right to him and went into the Armco, so
So Adams, Montable, Campbell. Is that Berger? No, that's Carter back there. Carter's just pacing. He ain't got nothing to worry about. Oh. This Phillips a little ways behind, a little bit. I don't think it is enough to catch Jacob. Boy, Jason's hugging them corners there. Hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah, Phillips way too far back from Jacob.
Oh, yeah.
What lap are you on now? Is it lap 6?
5.
Oh, God. Now it's 3 laps away. Damn.
Oh, as Jason slips up there, Carter's going to get by. We'll try to.
Jason doing a pretty good job this race of, you know, he knows that he most certainly don't have the pace. He's just trying to make it through. So doing a good job this race to get out the way of the faster guys than him, I should say. So good one for Jason this race, unlike Atlanta.
Yeah.
But as you said earlier, we won't speak of that anymore. So, you know, oh well, we'll throw it underneath the damn rug. Oh, Campbell had a huge moment hitting the curbing there, like you mentioned earlier. Like we have mentioned in the past, you know, certain rumble strips are okay to hit, certain curbing is okay to hit, but not necessarily all the time or at certain angles. Sometimes you want to try to stay off that curbing if you can in particular spots, but you just got to really have the track knowledge or the track awareness of where you can and cannot go as far as onto the curbings.
Berger with the slip up. Berger was hitting them all in practice. Ironically enough, he kept the car going the way it was supposed to. He was bouncing off of them all in practice. I guess trying to see what the car would do, and just like that, Campbell locks him up. Going around, and Jason's going to come in and said, "Excuse-moi." But it's alright, the brake locks up, keep it going, y'all are good. If that was probably the next gen car, his car would have been done after that hit. With as sensitive as those toe links are. So.
Yeah, we probably would have seen some wobbling wheels, that's for sure.
That's very true. A bounce. Question is, does 68 get back by the 24 to secure the P8? Oh, I thought it was P7, not P8. That's right here for P10. These two.
That was 7th and 8th, I think.
I think you're right. Oh, I saw it was the 24 and 68, but I know that all three of them are very close to each other. Just a little bit off, so.
What are we at now? 3 to go?
4.
4 to go, okay.
Oh, as Jason goes off there. After a day, Barry looks to try to get by Tyler. Tyler's just going to let him go. Let's say, go ahead, pal. All yours. Well, Tyler, if you're listening, enjoy your day for either tomorrow or Friday, Saturday at the Diamond Nationals. There in Lucas Oil. There you go. That's what I was trying to get at. JRM car. There you go. Phillips' teammate. Oh, it was 68. Some of these angle views, buildings block them. Oh, that's right. 3 to go. As Mark goes through turns 1 and 2. That right there is what I'm talking about. Don't want to full throttle on there too much. As Campbell caught back up to Jason.
Yes, this is a good, interesting battle for 7th and 8th position at the moment. Campbell trying not to make another mistake. Trying to... If I'm just Campbell, I'm just trying to just finish this race.
And you got this battle.
If I'm anybody, you just want to finish this race. You're so close to the end. You've had for the most part, just about everybody's had a few mistakes this race, and you just want to walk away with at least with just a good finish that you can.
Right.
The best finish possible. For the most part, it's just walking away with having finished the race, getting to the checkered flag.
Well, he loves them turtles. I think that's what happened on the lap 1. They all hit it, and they sent their cars all janky. Lap 2. So as Bradford tries to hang on to the top 10. You see here as Campbell was looking to pass him on the inside, but backed off. He said,
I think Jason just outbraking there. But going into the stadium section here, well, Campbell's going to run wide. Jason kind of has a decent defensive line going. He knows that this is a battle for position, so, but Campbell goes around the outside, entering. Oh, man. And, just car got out from underneath him, out in that dirty part of the track. And he was just kind of out of the groove, so to speak, out of the racing line. And car just came around on him, unfortunately.
Yeah, try to arc her. Oh, just like Berger tried to do there. But avoided hitting the 41 of Bradford. Oh, as Schaefer slips up there. So that'll put Bradford in P9.
Yeah, Campbell falls into these clutches of Bradford and Berger here, so...
Jacob Carter getting to the back of the 56 for that P2. As Josh Small goes off. Track there, just going to let him have it. Say, go ahead, boys. Go get it.
Is it 2 to go?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Our problem is, can Jacob get to Barry in the closing laps? He's right there, but I think Barry is a lot more better through the second half of the track. And I do believe they took the white flag this time. Jaden crosses the line. So, yeah. Oh, Jacob slipping and sliding.
unless Barry makes a mistake, I don't really see Jacob able to get to the back of Barry here. Oh, Jacob. I think oh, wow, he saved it. He was almost in to the inside retaining wall. Almost thought for sure he was going to nose plant it, but he did not. He saved it. Heck of a save by the 22 driver. Of course, we've seen the back of his car just either be drifting or just kind of stepping out all evening long here at COTA, so
So Jacob's a lot faster through the S's than Dave. But also Jacob has a lot of time put on his track. So, and Jacob's a road course guy anyway. As you see, they're all up the back of the 56. But now it's when can Carter capitalize like that if he gets to it.
well, it depends on the run that he can get down this back straightaway here. Yeah, Jacob was really good in the first sector and about middle part of sector 2 here, but all about who's going to be the late of the last of the late breakers, and they both kind of equaled each other in the braking zone, but Barry couldn't kind of fend him off or hold him off. Jacob was able to get position on him. Jacob now trying to pull away through the stadium section. I would assume by now that Jaden has crossed the start-finish line and won the race, I think.
Yeah, he just crossed it.
So, congratulations to Jaden on the win here tonight at COTA. Big congratulations to everybody who came out tonight and raced and watched. And everybody who was able to finish this race as well. It can be a handful, that's for sure. So, Jacob P2, David Barry P3, that's the podium finishers. As everybody else is still straggling along here to get to the stripe, get to the end on this final lap. Like we said, everybody up to 5th place. Oh, yep. So 4 cars finished on the lead lap. Everybody up to 5th was lapped. I believe Mark Barry. So both Barrys got a top 5 today. So that's pretty impressive right there.
Yeah.
Good run for Mark. He came back to have a good finish, a good top 5, so.
Good job for these two. Oh. And Tyler flipped over the catch fence.
Well, he just kind of let it all go by the wayside after they crossed the stripe and went up and just made a mess of themselves up there at the top of the hill.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Brian, thanks for letting me be in the booth with you this evening. I got to step away. I'll let you finish up the rest of the broadcast and the questions for everybody. So everybody have a good night from my end, and I'll catch up with you hopefully tomorrow.
Alrighty. Yes, I'll go. So there it goes, rounded out. Jaden, your winner. Jacob Carter, P2. Dave Barry, P3. So, We'll come ahead. We'll talk to Dave Barry. Mr. Barry.
Hey, how we doing, Brian?
How's it going, sir?
All good.
Well, I would say impressive run. A little slip up there towards the end.
Yeah, I had a few of those slip ups. Very first lap and towards the end, but I didn't take tires, so I finished with jump tires.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what you did. Anyway, sir, podium finish for you. Why don't you go ahead and give your overall thoughts of the race and just your overall performance?
For this track performance, I think all in all went just fine. Just trying to survive, trying to get a podium. Jaden was, I knew from the start that once he got in a groove that he would be great. So, and he proved it. He ran a flawless race. And just had a good battle at the end. Jacob ran us down from the very back, so I think if he would have started more up towards the front in the top five, him and Jaden would have been just running for the win for sure. But all in all, a good race. It was great passing. People were very courteous everywhere. Just a lot of fun.
Yes, sir. Next week, I do believe Xfinity heads to, where are we at? I want to say, okay, Richmond. So what would be your strategy going into Richmond?
Lift early and save as much. Well, it's all about tires there. I mean, it's a slick track. You just can't be on the gas real hard. So you just got to be easy and I don't know how else to say it. You just got to be easy on the throttle and put yourself in good spots. That's about all you can do.
Yes, sir. Saturday we head here. Oh, that's right. You don't race Cup. That's very unfortunate. I would have loved to have you come out for Cup. But anyway, Mr. Barry, awesome to have you. Enjoy you and your brother coming out here. Always putting a hell of a dominant performance on most of the tracks. Your brother did rebound at P5, so both Barrys in the top five. Awesome to see that. Any shout outs or anything you want to give?
Shout out to BNR and all the drivers. Everybody did a great job, in my opinion. Congrats to Jaden, and good win to him and everything. And good job, Mark, on a top five.
There you go. All right, sir. We'll chit chat in a bit. Yes, sir. Awesome job. Podium. So, see you in a bit.
And by the way, thanks for everybody in the broadcast as well. You guys do a great job.
Thank you very much. We try. Anyway, next but not least, Mr. Carter. Phil. Phil. Jacob Carter.
What's up?
I almost called you Philip. I don't know. Anywho. P2. You rebounded, which was really good. I know a lot of slip-ups early on, so...
yeah.
But you rebounded to finish top two. Unfortunately, Jaden came dominant, and that's besides that. Anyway, sir, why don't you give these viewers who were watching, tell them about how your performance went tonight and the overall group itself on the track, and just what was going to be your strategy to try to run Jaden back down?
Car was crap. I'm just going to put that out there. Slick, didn't have no grip. Look, I mean, if you look at these cars, look at the little bitty little fin they give us back there. Like, what's that supposed to do? Is that supposed to, like, help us go through the corners a little better? All it did was make it lighter, and the only thing I like light on my race cars is the trucks, because you can steer a little bit better, get around corners a lot better.
Also, the other thing is, you guys are only at 75% fuel, so you're not full all the way up. So that's gonna make it a little bit more lighter. So, but anyway, good.
Oh yeah. Everybody did great. I had a little slip up. They had little slip ups. I learned very, very quickly not to put this car in first. Very fast. That's where I decided I was just gonna take it around and go to town on it. If I wouldn't have been putting it in first, I probably could have ran Jaden down just a little bit faster. But like I said, you learn something new every day, and this was one of the learning curves.
Well, if I can remember, sir, they told you do not downshift to first. So a lot of the
track,
why not? Well, I guess you found out. A lot of the track is second and fourth gear in these cars. So
yes.
But anyway, you were a lot faster through the S's than Dave was. So that's where you caught up most of your time. So the part where I was like, okay, if Jacob's faster through the S's, then David's probably faster through the second half of the track. But little did I didn't know, Dave also never changed tires.
So, oh yeah, no. Yeah, I looked at him. I said, "You take tires?" He said, "Nope." I was like, "Well, this is gonna be a fun last lap." He was like, "Oh God, here we go." So when we came off that straight and started to go into that little pin, I was like, "I'm gonna give you." I'm gonna tell you I'm there. He's like, "I'm ready for it," and I did it, and he seen it. He felt it. It was like, dang. He was like, at least that was the 0. There was probably, I don't know how many X's we got. I know I had like 70 something. running off on the course, using every bit of track I had. So, but I'm just glad David raced me clean, and we could get through the rest of the part a little bit better than a lot of people.
Yes, sir. Well, anyway, Jacob, next week is Richmond. What's your strategy going in?
Strategy going in. I was surprised I kept my nose clean this time. I was expecting a wreck. I'm getting hit, booted. There was not 1 inch of damage on my car when I finished, and I was like, "Hey, give me a trophy." Anyways, same thing. I'm trying to get this W on the Xfinity cars to kind of lock me into the playoffs. It's just not going my way this year, so maybe next week at Richmond I can be a little bit faster than Jaden and get the dub.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anyway, sir, with this momentum you have here, are you going to try to carry it into Saturday's race when we come here in the next gen car?
Oh, for sure. Like, the next gen cars and these cars are going to be way different. The next gen has a lot more down force, and we can get through this corner a little bit better than a lot. Like, these cars did not. So, downforce plays a major key in these races. But like I said, just the car didn't have the downforce. I was sliding all over the track. Everybody was sliding over the track.
Yeah.
So yeah, the momentum will be carried, and hopefully we'll come back on top. Hopefully.
Yep. Well, anyway, sir, any shout outs or anything you want to give?
Just everybody watching out there that supports me doing this, and Howling for let me put their sponsor on the car, which will probably be a mix-up soon, but I'm not going to discuss that anytime soon. Why? Just know they probably will not be on my car no more.
Your kids?
My kids, damn it.
Oh, there you go.
You made me drink my damn drink.
Oh. Anyways. Alright, Mr. Carter. We'll chit chat in a bit. Congratulations on your P2. Looking forward to see you out on the track Saturday night. Maybe I could ruffle your feathers a little bit. So
you owe me a Coke.
No, sir, it's a Dr. Pepper.
Whatever. You owe me something because that went all over my mic. That's why I was so mad.
Anyway, Congratulations to you too. We'll chit chat in a bit.
See ya.
Later. Last but not least, your race winner. Jaden.
Hello.
How's it going, sir?
Pretty good.
Awesome win, sir. Congratulations on the win, actually. Good, you locked yourself into the playoffs with this win. So, COTA is your strong track. Well, no, hold on, wait. COTA is your strong track. At least one of them. Maybe here and there, but anyway. Why don't you give the overall performance of how your car was and how it was when you got scuffled in the back after pitting to finesse your way through the field?
Well, first of all, it was a good race. You know, a lot of on-track battle. Second win of the BNR League, I believe. Auto Club was the first one that I got locked in with. So, but yeah, closing in on points to try and I'm closing in.
Oh, this is your second one. My bad.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that. My bad.
It's okay. Yeah, I'm trying to catch Phil, like I said last week after I was on vacation. Obviously, I told Phil I was coming for that first place. But yeah, it was good. I'm not really sure what happened to Barry. We were pretty much even throughout the whole race, and then I guess he didn't take tires at the end, and that really hurt him in the long run. And I was able to pull away. Yeah, it's just a lot of track, on track, management with the tires, and throttle was really important. And I was thinking to myself the whole time, like, don't go full throttle because I was just gonna give too. Sorry, I'm stuttering. I was gonna give too much power to the back wheels, and I was gonna wheel spin. And I definitely learned from the truck race that that's not a good idea. So, yeah, a lot of first gear action for me. I was in first gear for the very long turns. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just honestly managing the race and trying not to make a mistake. I know I went off track a couple times, but I tried to, stay on track for the most part and stay at everyone's way.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was gonna say shout outs to you for the league, and shout outs to honestly David. Me and him have good battles, and pretty much everybody that comes out. Shout out to pretty much everybody but Matt. Matt leaves every race, so but it's okay. I believe next week it's Richmond, so hopefully I can survive Richmond because Richmond is a good track for me if I can not get wrecked or wreck the car. But yeah, so I'll probably practice next week and see what we can do.
Yes, sir. Awesome job, Jaden. You just did everything all in one shot. So we're going to wrap this up. Awesome job on your second win. For some odd reason, I thought it was your first, but it's your second in the Xfinity. So that'll help you out with bonus points going into the playoffs. So nothing to less from there. So keep up that momentum you have here. Maybe bring it to Saturday. So until then, best luck to you, and we'll chit-chat in a bit.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anywho, that'll do it here tonight for the BNR Racing Network from myself and from earlier on, Will. I'd like to thank you for coming out here to the BNR Racing Network, and we'll probably be here tomorrow. Not too sure. I don't know what I have in store for the rest of my evening tomorrow, but